You're listening to KPFT Houston. It's 7 o'clock. Time for Songwriter Studio, and we are in Pledge Drive. Congratulations to Chris and Joanna for making their goal. We have a very, very moderate goal on Songwriter Studio today of $170. Those of you who listen every week and like what we bring you, the new releases, the local, regional, and national artists. Songs you're not going to hear on any other stations. We bring them to you here on Songwriter Studio at KPFT, and if you appreciate that, keep this station and this show alive. $40 a basic donation membership here at KPFT. Our telephone number is 713-526-5738. Please be generous today and keep us alive. My guest today, local artist Amy Goloby. Let me see if I can get her on the air. Are you listening to me? Hang on a second. Let's try that again.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Amy.
How are you?
Yeah, we've got all the live microphones kind of mixed up today because we're in Pledge Drive. We've got some of them turned on in Pledge Central and some back in our booth, and I've got you live now. Amy, thank you so much for coming in and being on our show today. What a beautiful day it is out today, so I'm sure you didn't mind taking the drive down here to the Montrose today.
It's a great drive. I like this area.
You were referred to me by Shelley Cooley,
yes,
who apparently told you to go ahead and send me the CD, your new release. Is this your first record?
Yes, this is my debut album.
You know, I was so impressed, I didn't hesitate to contact you and said, come on down here, let's get this one on the air. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Excellent lyrics, great songwriting, and the backup musicians that were chosen to play really enhanced the record. Tell us a little bit about how the selection for backup artists and how did the whole project get started?
I went to a talent showcase last year in January of 2014, and I found a record label, Tate Music Group, and I submitted my demo to them of 3 songs that I wrote. It was just me and my guitar, and they called me, or they emailed me about a month or 2 later with a contract and said they really liked what I had and they wanted to record my album. So I took some time to think about it for a few weeks, and then I went ahead and went forward with it. And they first we just recorded just me and the guitar and my songs, and I sent them those demo recordings, and then I told them what kind of sound I wanted. I wanted a folk sound, what instruments I wanted, and the producer really came up. He saw my vision, and he really came together with all the musicians, the right musicians, and the music background for it, and I really liked what he came up with.
I do too. It was very well put together. Yeah, like I said, the side people that were chosen to put on the record did super jobs, and the quality of the recording is very, very good. Mm-hmm. Was this recorded here locally?
It was in Oklahoma.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
They're based in Mustang, Oklahoma. So we took a nice little road trip up there.
I'll tell you what, we are going to seem to have CD problems here. I'm going to switch over to the Nest Discs player, and we're going to play track 1. Looks like name of this track is A Little Too Late. Tell us a little bit about this track.
All right, I wrote this song. I think I was in college when I wrote this song. It was about a relationship that I was in. And really it's about if you're in a relationship and you feel like you've done everything you can to try to fix it, and sometimes it's just a little too late to go back and fix things. And that's really where this came from. A lot of the songs on the CD are about my personal life and the relationships and life struggles and lessons that I've learned. So that's where this song came out of.
Amy, I'm switching you over to another disc player. We seem to have some technical issues. Let me try this. Hopefully third time is the charm. And again, the name of the studio where this was recorded?
Tate Music Group.
Tate Music Group. Well, Tate Music Group's not doing a very good job of booting up here. We're going to switch back to disc player 1 and see if we can get this thing to play. And you're a local here in Houston. You live in the Tomball area, is that correct?
Yeah, I live in Tomball, and I perform most shows around the North Houston area and trying to venture out into the downtown Houston area. We just played at the Crawfish Festival in spring last night, which was really fun. That was our first time to perform there. and I've done a couple shows in Austin. So I'm trying to venture out a little bit further.
You probably frequent Main Street Crossing then.
I've just played there this week. I played there on Thursday. So that was my first time there, actually, too.
We seem to have issues. Apparently, the disc player here does not like the finalization on this particular disc. So we are going to do a little bit more talking while I'm playing with these disc players. Now, Shelley Cooley, have you done shows with her? What's your relationship with Shelley?
She was my mentor for a while, and she was helping me with performances and songwriting and just helping me build a set list because she is a little more experienced, and I was kind of following her under her wing for a while while I was learning how to do my performances. So she's the one that really encouraged me to send my CD here, and she was really. I really look up to her because she's a folk artist like me, and she's in her 30s, I believe, has 2 kids, and I like that she's able to pursue music, full time, and I really aspire to do that myself, is to be able to perform music full time. Right now I am working full time and doing music on weekends and evenings, so I've been doing 2 shows a week for the past month and trying to balance all that together. So, yeah, it's been fun.
Well, I hate to say this, but for some reason we cannot get this CD to play in any of these CD players. And I played it all the way down here to the radio station, so I know it's a playable CD, but for some reason it must be the finalization done on the project. Meanwhile, we're going to go out to Pledge Central and tell the folks what we have for gifts today, and we'll be right back.
Well, hello, Tom. Hello, Songwriter Studio audience. I hope that you will call in and show your support for this show that supports the local musicians in the Houston area. 713-526-5738. Now, it looks like we're going to have someone to thank in just a few moments, but if you'd like to join that person, we invite you to call right now. We have many thank you gifts we can give you if that makes donating to KPFT a little easier, a little sweeter. Right now, I'm going to recommend our KPFT beach towel. It's getting to be about that time of year. And at the $90 pledge level, you can get one. It's big, it's huge, and it shows KPFT pride very boldly. $90 a year, and you can break that up into $7.50 per month. So 713-526-5738. We take Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and Discover, debit cards, checks, cash. You can walk in. A lot of people do that, believe it or not. Your donation. So we're waiting here for you. Keep us going. 713-526-5738. Thank you for that call.
If you're just tuning in, we're doing an interview with Amy Goloby, and she has got a brand new album out, Left Unsaid. I've listened to it a couple of times. It's a great record, but we have apparently a finalizational, a technical issue with this CD, and it won't play in the CD players. So we're doing everything we can to resolve the issue, but so far it's not done. So we're going to talk a little bit about the record. You went up to Oklahoma to record the album, and engineers, is this a studio that does artists around the country? Do they bring them into the record label?
Yes, they do everyone. Pretty much if you submit your demo to them and they like it, then they'll bring you in. They might even do international artists. So. Right.
And you live here in Houston. They signed a contract. Were you down here in Houston when they discovered you, when you got them the demos? Or?
Yes, I was. I'm still living in the same place.
Well, that's good. Mm-hmm. Good. And you're pretty young to get into this business.
I'm actually 31.
31, mm-hmm. Really? It surprised me. You don't look that old. But,
yeah.
And for your first release, though, Shelley Cooley, mm-hmm. What's your relationship with her? Apparently, like I said, you've known each other, written songs together?
We never wrote songs together, but she just taught me how to build the set list and taught me how to do my performances better, and really coached me on becoming more confident, a more confident performer, having more stage presence. And she comes to my shows periodically and just gives some feedback. So
talk a little bit about your guitar work. Do you basically start writing on the guitar?
Yes, I have to have chords already playing before I can come up with the melody or the lyrics, because the chords for me is what inspires the music that I write. So different artists are different. I have a collection of lyrics that I have written down because I'll always think of a lyric that I like, and I'll write it down and keep it for future reference. But most of the time, when I write a song, I start with the chords first, and I'll start just playing the chords, and then I'll start singing a melody, and then I'll start putting words to the melody. And
well, we've got some good news in here. Jeremiah brought us another copy, and it's reading it just fine. Let's jump into the album right now. We've wasted enough time, and then we'll get back and do a little bit more chatting.
Town home door. You had a note waiting for me on the floor. I read it secretly inside my car. Every last word of it goes straight to my heart. It's a little too late for me to come over, but I've got time to kill, so I can stop by. Days into this, we're back where we ended. Was that a real kiss or were you pretending? I don't know how much more of this I can take. My heart and mind, body and soul are at stake. It's a little too late to take back what you said. Just don't take back the memories, 'cause it's all we have left.
Brand new music, Amy Goloby. Great song.
Thank you.
We got it on the air, didn't we?
Finally. We did it.
You know, sometimes we run into technical difficulties, but
Yeah.
luckily we worked through them this time. And we've got some people to thank. I'm going to go out to Robin and see if we've got some folks out there to thank.
Yeah, Tom, we sure do. Like to thank Sherry from Missouri City. It's called in, helped Songwriter Studio in a big way.
I know Sherry. Thank you, Sherry.
And she'll be getting the beach towel, KPFT beach towel, so I hope that she enjoys that. And thank you, Sherry. Gib is on the line with someone. I'm not sure yet, but we'll thank that person when we can. And we're getting very close to this show's goal in a very short period of time, so that's great.
Great, super.
Yep, so 713-526-5738.
Is
Call
the
us.
number.
Make Songwriter Studio come out of here with a bang.
And I do believe we've still got that Ham compilation CD. It's 18 tracks of local artists at the $40 level. So that's a very minimum membership level. Donation will get you that CD.
And you'll get some of the musicians that you hear on this show every week.
Right. Thank you, Robin. We'll come back to you later.
All right.
Back to Amy Goloby, our guest today. Great new record, excellent songwriting, excellent lyrics, and the sound quality of the recording is very good. You said you recorded it in Oklahoma. We're going to do a little bit less talking and jump into some more of these songs. I've got track 2 queued up right now. Let's listen to Dear 21.
Dear 21, wish I could say you were having too much fun. You were trying your best to find some rest from the pain that left you a mess. Dear 21, all you wanted was someone to fill the void in the shape of a boy who wouldn't leave your heart destroyed. Turn it over and over. It's all in the past. There's nothing to be done. Glad that it's over. Got to press on forward and move on. Dear 21, there was a year that left you undone. The residues left for 22, but I can say that she forgave you. Dear 21, so many things that I could have done, but the lessons I learned from the strife will follow me for the rest of my life. Turn it over and over. It's all in the past. There's nothing to be done. Glad that it's over. Got to press on forward and move on. Dear 21, it's not too late, you're still so young to find the means to follow your dreams. It's not as dark as it seems. Dear 21, can't wait to see what you will become. Just use your pain as a bigger gain to help someone who feels the same. Turn it over and over. It's all in the past. There's nothing to be done. Glad that it's over. Got to press on forward and move on. Press on forward and move on.
Brand new music, Amy Goloby. Great album, great song. You brought your guitar player in,
Yes.
and why don't you introduce Jeremiah to the listening audience?
All right, this is Jeremiah. He plays for me during my live shows, and go ahead and say hi.
Hello.
And you live here locally, Jeremiah?
Yes, I play in a lot of different venues. Just lots of. I guess I could say my biggest inspirations are Greg Allman, Tony Rice, and that type of style.
No, Tony Rice is probably one of the greats. You know, him and Brian Sutton, two of the top bluegrass pickers in the country. So,
Yeah.
anyway, let's jump back into the next track. We're going to try to squeeze 2 more songs in if we can get away with it today. I'm going to jump up to track, was it 4 we discussed?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this song, Amy.
This song is kind of my ode to my faith. I was going through some hard times when I moved to Austin for a stint of 3 years, and during those struggles, I guess I kind of learned to depend on God during that time, and He really taught me that He provides, and just I saw the character of Him during this time, and so this song is really an ode to that.
And the name of this track is Face of God. Here it is right now, brand new.
If my hands could touch the face of God, could I calm the waves in my heart, these forces at odds? Sins of my flesh I fought, the deepest of darks, and the pain of shame and regret have left its marks. Oh Lord of my heart, don't let me hide, no, 'cause the fears that raid my thoughts consume me inside. Past that I took led me so far from the hand who guides me to light, who healed my scars. And I lost all my trust, I can't deny, but the one that I pray to, He hears my cries. Oh Lord of my heart, don't let me hide, no, 'cause the fears that raid my thoughts consume me inside. In the midst of the lies, I lost your truth, and somewhere along the line, I lost my youth, and I hid my face from God divine, but the one who made the light told me to shine. Oh Lord of my heart, don't let me hide, no, 'cause the fears that raid my thoughts consume me inside. Oh Lord of my heart, don't let me hide, no, 'cause the one who made the light told me to shine. If my hands could touch the face of God, if my hands could touch the face of God.
Brand spanking new music. The album is Left Unsaid, Amy Goloby. I'm going to go out to Pledge Central and see who we have to thank.
Well, we'd like to thank a new member, Evan from Katy, who's called in and wanted to support this show in particular. And I'd like to remind people that not only does this show have a monetary goal, you know, we're in Pledge Drive, we're raising money, but we also have goals for new and returning members. And Evan has helped this show meet its goal. We were looking for one, and there he is.
Thank you so
very
much, Evan. Appreciate it.
And let's see, we have another pledge working with Chris at line 1, so we'll have someone else to thank in a minute or so. So 713-526-5738. We are so happy people are calling and supporting Songwriter Studio. This is how we know that you value the what we put on the air. So we ask you to call us. Let us know you value what we do here at KPFT.
Well, Well, thank you so much. Thanks for supporting this show, and thank you for supporting Songwriter Studio, and in particular KPFT, one of the few non-commercial radio stations left in this town that give local artists like Amy a chance. And Amy's our guest today. What a great new album you have, Left Unsaid. Thank you so much for taking the time today to come in and speak to the Houston listening audience.
Thank you. I've been pleasured to come here and talk to you about this album. So this is awesome.
This just was released. Of course, you mentioned earlier this was recorded up in Oklahoma.
Yes.
And the name of the it is a Tate Music Group signed you a contract and got you on the air, and you're playing local. If they want to order a copy of this record, where do they go? And do you have a website where they can check your schedule to see where you're playing around town?
Yes. If they go to amygoloby.com. It's amygoloby.com. That they can purchase the album there, or it's on iTunes and Amazon, Spotify. They also can see my event schedule on my website.
Well, thank you so much. And Jeremiah, thanks a lot for joining us here on Songwriter Studio and putting your 2 cents worth in and dashing out to the car to get us a good copy of this new record.
Yeah, I'm really. This is exciting to be on the radio station.
Oh, well, thank you guys. It's our pleasure to have you on. And Amy, if they order a copy of the CD, you'll guarantee that it plays on their CD player,
yes,
right?
I will guarantee that.
Robin, do we have anyone else out there to thank? Or are they still writing that one up? Go ahead.
Looks like we would like to thank another new member, Rosaline from Asheville, North Carolina. Rosalind, I'm sorry.
Cow. Thank you very much.
So, looks like we've done very well during this show. And we have 2 new members. We like every member, new or not so new.
That's all right. And thank you all the way from North Carolina. Rosalind was her name?
Yeah, Rosalind, yes.
Thank you so much for listening. Appreciate it. We're going to close the show out with a track off the Amy's brand new album, Left Unsaid, and I've got track Time and Again queued up. Once again, thank you so much for being our guest today on Songwriter Studio. And one more time, what's your contact information?
amygoloby.com.
And if they want to order the CD, go to
amygoloby.com.
There you go, all in one. And there'll be links on there if they want to go to CD Baby or whatever online or download it from the cloud. There's so many ways to order new records.
It's everywhere.
I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, and it's kind of sad that 8% of new release albums are purchased on hard copy. 92% are downloaded from the cloud. So people just can't get this.
No.
You know, and look and open it up and see the artists that are playing on there and see where the project was recorded at. And, you know, it's kind of a shame, but you can't slow down Mother Time. It's just going to happen. Once again, thank you. The new album is Left Unsaid, and here's one more track from Amy Goloby's brand new album.
I want to rebuild all these bridges I've burned. Seasons change, the moons will phase, and the tides they will turn. As the saying goes, you reap what you sow. I want to live and die at peace when I go. Wish I could learn.
Tune in. Up next, Whole Mother.
Stop fighting battles and stop running away. Turn and run to the same damn place. 'Cause things within you cannot escape. The earth will turn on its axis time and again. And when our bodies go, all that's left stay.